This video is compacted with a ton of Christmas DIY inspiration that I know you are going to love. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed. I cannot believe it is Christmas DIY season here on YouTube, but let's go ahead and get started. In this video, I'm trying to use some easier to find Dollar Tree items, like these wooden crates. I see these all the time, and you can actually stack these up to create like a planter, and I made this like a Rustic Farmhouse Christmas DIY, but I started by painting them with my darker elephant colored chalk paint, and then stacking them up together just with some hot glue, so you can see that the floral is just going to be put in the top, even though it does look like the whole thing is like a wooden crate, which kind of gives it a really fun illusion. And then I took some white chalk paint and dry brushed over this, and the reason I am doing this, I did put the darker color on the bottom, is because whenever you just dry brush, you can see that pop of dark color underneath versus if I would have just left it the natural wood color. And then I'm using some buffalo check ribbon. I think this came from Hobby Lobby, but it just made a really cute bow to put at the top and then hung down some little jingle bells. I decided to upgrade my little jingle bells to these from Hobby Lobby. They were $3.99 originally, but I got them on sale, so only a couple of bucks, and I thought they were the perfect color. You can use the larger just silver bells from Dollar Tree, and I even in the past have painted them to make them look really rustic, so anything that you have will work here. And then glued those on. I tied two in a knot and put them underneath the bow. And then for the floral, I'm using some Walmart floral stems. Now Walmart is definitely always putting out new floral for Christmas, and it is gorgeous. They have anything from the 99-cent picks to more expensive for the larger ones, but everything is really inexpensive and nice quality, so definitely check them out when you need Christmas floral. Dollar Tree is putting out a ton of new metal items, which is so much fun to use. It really just mixes it up. I picked out a couple of these house shapes. One had a hole in the middle, and then one has this cute little chimney. And I had this fun idea to kind of leave them the galvanized look, because these can be a little bit tricky to paint, and then just putting some like fake snow on there. So I'm taking some white paint and just dabbing it on the roof, putting it like around the circle, and then just adding in some random dots so it looks like a little bit of snow. And then I had a fun idea to add in some glitter, so I do go back in and kind of do the second coat of white paint and add in some white sparkly glitter, and I feel like the glitter just really sets it off and makes it pop, but just adds that extra little bit of glitz and glam for Christmas, and these turned out really cute.
We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you.
It's so much fun getting to craft throughout all seasons, because I don't use glitter all year, but whenever it comes Christmas time, I love to use it a ton. It just looks so cute with the snow, and I like the kind of like glam Christmas look when everything is really, really bright white and like glittery, so it just looks really, really pretty. I did kind of glue some random pine cones and berries that I had to kind of hang from that little circle, which I thought looked really, really neat. You also could like glue a picture or something behind that, but I added a little bow to that. And then for the second one, I had this random wooden star, but Dollar Tree is putting out like little wood cutout pieces, so there will be so much to pick from, so you can style this however you like, but put another matching bow on this and a pine cone and berries. But to get an elevated look on one of them so that I could set them really cute together, I added in a glass candlestick holder.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh,
It's very obvious that I love decorating with these large glass containers, these candle holders. Throughout each season, I'm always using these. And I think it's fun to kind of tape them off in different patterns so they all look different. So for this one, I wanted to be able to paint a couple of stripes of a different color. So I'm just placing the tape where I want. I didn't want it to go all the way to the top, is why I'm kind of hiding a little bitty piece of the top. But just had fun with this and placed them in different places. And just place the tape wherever I thought it would look the best, and then went in with some paint and painted that. I love using chalk paint on glass. I feel like if you wait several hours, it really cures to the glass and has like a nice strong hold. So painting these little stripes on there and just giving it a really fun design. Sometimes painter's tape even leaks through a little bit, so I love cleaning up my lines with this embossing tool from Dollar Tree. I keep these on hand for everything, for making polka dots or kind of prepping a hole that you want to screw a screw into wood or something. So this works for several things. And then to decorate this, I'm using a couple of different things. These are mini little ornaments that I picked up from like Walmart or Target Dollar Spot, but I love these little wood pieces and just gluing it down in place. You can see that the top, I didn't like how it was like an unfinished little branch, so to kind of camouflage that in, I added in some hot glue and then sprinkled some of this faux snow on top, and I loved how it turned out with a candle. This looks so elegant and beautiful, and just would be so fun to make several of these and maybe group them together for a centerpiece, but such a beautiful fun look. Another really fun way to use up mason jars is to mix some faux snow and Epsom salt together, and then whenever you Mod Podge on the jar, you can sprinkle this over it and it has like a nice strong hold. So I love how this looks. It adds so much detail and beautiful sparkle into your Christmas decor. For this, like I said, put on a ton of Mod Podge, sprinkle that on there, let it dry, and then I like to take Mod Podge and put on the outside just to make sure everything is nice and tight and not going to fall off, but these turned out so cute. I ended up making a mini little tray, which was so cute, adorable, so much fun. I know tier trays are going to be around for a very long time. They're super trendy and so much fun to find many little things to decorate with. But I thought it would be fun to make a mini little tiered tray here. So using a couple of candle plates as well as a candlestick holder, and I glued them together with E6000 and hot glue and then sanded them a tiny bit. I love how that looks. And then using a few little random ornaments from the dollar store and Walmart. But just love how this turned out, and it looks really adorable. This is a great way to use up any of your older signs. I just flip mine around backwards and then I'm covering it with some scrapbooking paper. I wanted this to have like a nice barnwood background. I love this gray paper, very inexpensive. A lot of times Hobby Lobby puts scrapbooking paper on sale for like 4 pieces for $1. So always check for that. I'm usually stocking up when it goes on sale. And then using some different little items, I found some of the Dollar Tree berry garland. So using that, and then I found this little pack of wreaths that are kind of like a medium small size but kind of bigger than usual. I grabbed that and wrapped some berries around it. I wanted this to be really full, so I'm really wrapping it, but you do not have to go to Hobby Lobby and buy this wreath. Dollar Tree has out many little wreaths, and even if you want to grab one of the little wire forms, you could cover that with some burlap ribbon before you start wrapping this in berries so it doesn't show through. But I was loving just the pure red. I thought this looked so pretty against the gray color, so go ahead and wrap that. And then I wanted a little sign at the bottom. So a really fun hack, if you don't have a Cricut or cutting machine, you can actually paint a darker color as the bottom or vice versa, whichever you like. And I put stickers down, like the word that I want to spell, and then paint over the top of that, like dry brush over it looks best to me. And then you can peel the stickers up and it leaves the perfect word every time. I love how this is kind of like a neutral sign, but that pop of red is perfect for Christmas. I wanted a really neutral bow, so going with more of just the plain burlap. I love to loop over a piece and tie the little tails on with a piece of string. I feel like you can just really work with it a lot more than if you just go ahead and glue it down. And then I put another little charm that I found just from Target Dollar Spot, but Dollar Tree is putting out a ton more of the small little charms, so that will be perfect for projects just like this. But really loved how this turned out and cannot wait to display this for years to come. One of my favorite Christmas projects every year is creating my own garland, and you can use this or you can make this using Dollar Tree items. So I love to pick up just the very cheap, inexpensive garland, but I do kind of double it and then double it again. So I think this is 4 strands that I use the elastic band at the end to connect these together, and definitely recommend using rubber bands at the end. It just seems so much easier and make sure that it stays nice and tight together. And then going through the middle using some little twist ties, the little greenery twist ties or Christmas twist ties, and connecting this through the middle. But then I did want to go back in and just add a ton extra so that the different branches show up, and I feel like this gets you like more of a high-end look. All the time if you go to Hobby Lobby or Kirkland's and you purchase greenery, it's always like all mixed greenery with different tree branches, and it's so beautiful. So that's what I'm going for, and these actually came from Hobby Lobby, the little twist ties that look a different style. And then I picked up some Walmart little mini truck ornaments, but Dollar Tree has those out this year. And then some ribbon. This ribbon came from Walmart, so I'm upgrading a few things, but you can always stick with the Dollar Tree items. They definitely have ribbon, they have these small trucks, they have the garland twist ties, so definitely follow the budget that you would like to. And then I glued the little trucks down on top of the ribbon ties, which I thought was really, really cute, but I wanted to add in a lot of extra detail. So I picked up some of these mini wooden ornaments, these little natural wood snowflakes, which once again Dollar Tree has these out, and glued some of these in the middle as well as some red berries. I hope Dollar Tree keeps putting out these little berry garlands because they are so handy and add so much color. I just twisted them around in a spiral shape. You can use your finger or a pencil and glued them in between, but it like really coordinates with the red truck and makes it pop. I love adding tons and tons of red into my Christmas decor. I love how it looks against all of my neutrals in my house, but this is just a fun garland. So many things you can do with this, and you can just connect a bunch of these together if you want to with more twist ties, but love, love, love how this turned out. I don't feel like this would be Christmas crafting if we didn't make some type of Christmas wreath for the door. So I picked up one of these huge wire forms from Dollar Tree. I actually spray painted it with a coordinating color to this burlap ribbon because you can kind of see through it just a little bit. So I wanted it to blend in as much as I could, and then just rolling this burlap ribbon around the wreath form to get this really pretty and even overlap look. I love how this turned out, but I wanted to add in some greenery for sure. So I did take some of the same cheap greenery and just wrap this around the bottom just so it gives it that extra pop, and adding in so many textures and colors. I feel like this looks really pretty and just looks more Christmassy to me. I love picking up my bigger red berries from Hobby Lobby and always getting them on sale. So I love these matte finish little berries. I ended up cutting the stems down and then kind of just gluing them in place on the greenery. And then I wanted to add a bow to the top of this wreath. So for the bottom, I just made some really fast little knots in the different color ribbons. I love this gray and white gingham print, and I actually picked that up from Amazon. I'll try to link it down below. And put a snowflake in the center, and then once again kind of making this look a little bit more full by adding in some twist ties. Glued my bow at the top. This was really easy to do, and love how it looks farmhouse but Christmassy, and you could make this to match any style. This is a project that I will definitely be doing again. Love how these turned out. So Dollar Tree put out these really fun jars that had the tea light holder at the top, but you could use regular mason jars for this and just set like a fun like jar candle on the top of them. But you can tell that Dollar Tree had like these little dangling ornaments, which was a really cool idea. But they were just kind of taped, so the ornament kind of hung to the side. I didn't like how it was uneven, so I am going to fix that up. But first, I did want the lids to match and not be so shiny, so I am taking chalk paint to paint them. And then to get the ornaments to hang perfectly in the center, I used some tower blocks and glued the ornament hanger in the middle. And then you can see that it dangles down perfectly in the center, and I can just glue this to the inside of the lid. And then that white little sparkly truck looks so cute, as well as adding in one of the natural wood snowflakes. I just glued 2 snowflakes together. But these little random ornaments came from Walmart, or Hobby Lobby has them too, but they look so much better than the original. And then, like I say, put any candle that you want on top of this jar, and you could use a normal mason jar for this, and then put little bows in the front. Using another one of the fun metal pieces like I did before with the little houses, I picked up one of these jars and I thought it was so fun. I love painting snowmen in jars at Christmas time. Snowmen are just so much fun to paint, so this was perfect. I started off with like a turquoise color to give this a nice background, but I did mix in some white just to give this jar some highlights and extra detail. And then it was time to go in and add the snow as well as the snowman. So I'm just freehanding this. You could also find like a window cling or stickers at Dollar Tree if you don't feel comfortable painting. But this is super easy. I just painted like 2 stacked up little snowballs, and then I gave him an orange nose, and then using the back of my paintbrush gets the perfect round eyes. I worked on him just a little top hat, and then using also the back of the paintbrush, added in more little falling snow as well as a bow, and then just finishing touches with a paint marker. Thank you all so much for watching today. Let me know what video you want to see next. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.